Uy, andito na pala agad, oh. Mali pala yung setting ko. But anyway, hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Nakita nyo na agad kung sino ang ating kausap in this episode. Still, Attorney Jake Aguilar of JCA Law Office.
Magandang hapon.
We have a very interesting case study. Parang ngayon lang ako naka-receive ng ganitong type of story. Okay. But it involves also future application for citizenship. And may concern itong ating email sender. Okay. Pero, teka. I will put up the email na sinend sa akin na, of course, pinadala ko na rin po kay Attorney Jake. Ito yan, no? Ayan. Dumating po sila ng 2021 sa Canada. Naging PR in 2023. A family of 4. Okay. One of my children started having problems after about a year of staying in Canada. 16 years old daw, nung anak niyang lalaki began showing unusual behavior. To make the story short, he was diagnosed with a mental disorder. Hindi na raw nakatira sila because the child wants to be independent and he is claiming hindi raw siya inaalagaan. I know that's just his reason so he could leave and do what he wanted. Nasaan na yung next part? Ayan. Okay. And also he says he is gay. It was the support services who helped him with housing and food. He also stopped going to school because he didn't want to study. I have been hearing a lot of concerning things about him, like using drugs and other issues. As parents, we can only pray for his safety and hope he does not get involved in anything harmful. Pero ito na ang kanyang immigration-related concern. About 6 months ago, nalaman daw ng parent na merong police case sa kanyang anak for mischief relating to property. Now, he is already 18 and they are supposed to apply for citizenship the next month. Will this case affect our application for Canadian citizenship or just him? Yan. Actually, I think sabi ko kay Attorney Jake, we tackled a similar concern in a previous episode.
Right.
Parang kumbaga, ano ba mangyayari kung nakakommit ka ng criminal offense dito, you're convicted of a crime, yung mga ganyan. So ano ang tingin mo dito?
Yeah. So doon sa citizenship, hindi nga din masyadong nakaka-apekto yun. Lalo na in this case na lang siya, mischief.
Okay.
So anyway, kung merong sentence, kung may sentence ka, magpapadelay lang naman yon. It doesn't really prevent you from becoming a citizen, but it can delay the process. So yun lang. So yun yung kagandahan doon na hindi naman parang bar yon. Like hindi ka na pwede maging citizen dahil meron kang case ganito. So it can delay at most, pero it cannot bar you from becoming a citizen. So yun yung kagandahan doon. Pero ang kailangan natin ding i-consider yung possibility nga din na ma-remove from Canada because of criminal inadmissibility. That's something else. Pag PR kasi tayo or even temporary resident, pwede tayo ma-remove from Canada for criminality.
Mm-hmm.
And then yun yung mas katakutan siguro natin. But for citizenship itself, it doesn't bar. It can delay. Yes.
Okay. When you say delay, in what cases will it be delayed?
For example, may sentence ka or you're on probation or you're serving a jail time, ganyan. Hindi ka pwedeng maging citizen while you're serving that.
Okay.
Natapos mo na yon, baka pwede na. So yun lang naman. So it can delay but it will not bar someone from becoming a citizen.
Okay. Pero in this case, 18 years old yung kanyang anak. Treated pa ba siya as a dependent of the parent?
Hindi na. So hindi na kasi adult na siya, so independent na siya. May sarili na siya. Sarili na siya mag-a-apply. So hindi yun makaka-apekto dun sa mga magulang. Kanya-kanya na silang application nito. And then even him nga na dun sa sabi nating batang medyo troubled at this time, hindi naman siya mape-prevent na maging citizen eventually So possible lang na delay. Tsaka hindi natin alam kung na-convict ba siya doon sa mischief na ano yung sentence doon, parang gano'n. Kasi but anyway, yung mischief mababang case lang yon. So, I'm thinking nga na kung na-handle siya properly, hindi rin siya mako-convict. Magkakaroon ng deal with the Crown na yung para bang community service na lang yung gagawin niya. And hindi na siya magkakaroon ng record ba? Hindi siya magkakaroon ng criminal record. So, sabihin natin madali lang siyang i-resolve.
Oh, I see. Also, at least that's clear, ano? Kasi nga yung tanong niya, makaka-apekto daw ba yun sa citizenship application nilang other members of the family or nung 18-year-old child lang. So, what you're saying is hindi.
No.
Oo, it will not. Okay. And guys, I would suggest, balikan niyo yung isang episode namin ni Attorney Jake, pero hindi ko na nga maalala kung kailan yon. But we talked about the types of criminal offenses, convictions that could result in, rather, the cancellation of your PR status o talagang maka-cause ng problema sa inyong citizenship application.
Right. Yun may mga fraud na yon. So it's a different thing. It's another matter na.
Oo. In this case, na mischief relating to property, I mean, ang hunch ni Attorney Jake, it's nothing serious. It's not the type of
serious.
case that
Yeah. Kasi mischief mababaw lang yon. Tsaka pag property din, mga property offenses, hindi masyadong yun eh. Hindi mabigat. Especially yung below $5,000 na worth na property. So, at saka from yun nga, may experience din, madali siyang i-resolve with the Crown. Nagkakaroon lang ng deal. And yun nga, parang community service lang or counseling, that should be more than enough to resolve it. Parang sina-Crown naman, hindi naman nila kailangang ipakulong ka or yun nga, bigyan ka ng criminal record. Masaya na sila minsan pagka nag-attend ka ng counseling, ganyan, or nag-donate ka sa ganitong charitable institution or yun nga, community service. Minsan happy na sila sa ganun.
All right. Oo, okay. And actually, nag-email back ako dito. I also clarified if na-convict ba yung anak? Hindi rin sure itong parent. But nagpadala sa akin ng isang kopya that appeared like a charge sheet.
Mukhang na-charge.
So baka hindi pa siya convicted, ano? Baka.
Right, pero hindi natin alam. 6 months ago pa daw yun eh. So malamang by now na-resolve na yun.
Okay.
Pero yun lang ang hula natin na malamang hindi naman siya na-convict doon.
Oh, sige. Dito naman sa case nung anak, no? Does he need to, kasi sinabi diagnosed with a mental
Yun nga eh, yeah. Maraming issue dito na pwede pag-usapan actually.
Oo nga, actually, I'm curious, ang mental illness ba, may type of mental illness that could affect an immigration application or let's say in this case, a citizenship application? May ganun ba?
Wala naman. Kaya lang, di ba kailangan din alam mo yung, di ba may test, citizenship test. So, I don't know if yung nature ng illness niya is makaka-impede dun sa pagsagot niya ng citizenship test. Pero pwede ka rin namang i-exempt doon. So may mga instances na yun nga kung yung mental illness, syempre hindi naman niya kasalanan yung mga ganun, di ba? Kung magkaroon ka ng mental illness. Kung may ganun, may possibility pa rin na maging citizen, pero case-to-case basis na yan.
Oo. But nonetheless, PR naman na sila, no?
Right. So yun ang maganda doon, at least PR na sila. And then, yeah, kung makakapag-apply na sila ng citizenship nila, applyan na nila.
Oo.
And yan nga, hindi naman makaka-apekto so far yung situation doon sa anak nila.
Yeah. Okay. Even PR revocation, I don't think it will happen.
I don't think so rin. I don't think so din na mangyayari yung gano'n.
Yeah. Okay. O yun lang naman. Do you have anything else to add? Alam mo, ako sa totoo lang, yung ganitong situation nung anak, kasi sabi din nung email sender, baka, gusto niyang pag-usapan din to. Baka daw kasi may mga nakaka-relate.
Yun
sa
nga.
totoo lang, unfortunately, itong ganitong sitwasyon involving, the younger generation here in Canada, it's very common. No, mental illness really is something, it's a very serious thing here. Ang dami pong may pinagdadaanan, kumbaga, no?
I know. So, yun nga, ang dami nating pwede pag-usapan. Ang daming elements doon sa message niya, di ba, na pwede natin pag-usapan. Yung nga, na-mention niya na gay. I don't know kung gusto natin pag-usapan yun. Yung mga tapos yung mental illness nga. Tapos yun, yung 16 years old or 17, pwede na ba yung umalis ng bahay, gano'n, mapipigilan mo
Oo.
ba yun kasi minor pa? Yun yung mga issue siguro. And then, paano ba nga nagko-cope sila, yung mga bata especially. Kasi imagine, Ina, no, tayo nga mga adults, di ba, we have to adjust. Kasi ako din eh. I mean,
Oo.
siyempre bagong bansa, di ba? May mga adjustment din eh. So, sabihin natin, what more dun sa mga bata? Siguro nga kanya-kanya tayo sa pag-adjust. Minsan nga, sabi nila, mas magaling pa mag-adjust yung mga bata kasi adaptable sila, flexible. Pero minsan din, di natin alam, baka yung iba sa kanila din, yun, nahihirapan silang mag-adjust, lalo na yan na, I don't know nga, I'm just speculating, pero kasi na-mention niya na he's gay. I don't know
Oo.
kung gusto niyo pag-usapan natin yun. Pero baka lang din, medyo recent lang din nung bata na-discover yung na gano'n, and then may mga instances, di ba, na nag-struggle sila, yung identity crisis na tinatawag, di ba? So parang they don't know like how they fit, tapos bagong bansa pa. Although yun nga, yung Canada naman medyo accepting naman sa mga gay, di ba?
Oo.
Kung tutusin, okay lang. Pero we don't know what he is going through, especially din sa school. So yung pang isa, sabi, hindi na pumapasok. Baka may something else doon eh. Na
Oo.
it's not just because siguro ayaw niya mag-aral, baka may something else pa, baka may iniiwasan siya doon sa school, di ba?
All right.
So maraming issue dito na yun nga pwede natin pag-usapan, at saka medyo curious para sa akin. Kasi nga, medyo extreme na lumayas pa siya, di ba?
Oo.
Batang-bata at nag-rely pa siya sa social services para lang yun nga, mabuhay, di ba? So medyo
Oo.
extreme. Pero hindi rin siya nga nag-iisa, as you say. Marami tayong naririnig na ganyan. Lalo rin tayo kasi mga Pilipino, galing tayo sa lugar na maaraw, parang happy tayo
Yeah.
lagi, di ba? Yung nga, it's more fun in the Philippines, ganyan nga yung ano natin. Pero pagdating dito, medyo iba.
Yeah.
So, ayun yung struggle, tsaka mental health, hindi natin masyadong napapag-usapan bilang mga Pilipino. Pero pagdating dito sa Canada, iba eh. Yung weather lang, napaiba-iba.
Yeah.
Nakakadagdag yun sa parang stress natin siguro, especially ito, patapos na yung summer, papunta na tayo
Oo.
ng autumn and then winter, paikli na ng paikli yung araw, padilim na ng padilim. It does affect us, di ba? Hindi
Yeah.
natin iwasan yun eh.
Correct. Ay naku. Well, anyway, sige yun we hope things get resolved, no? Kung ano man yung pinagdadaanan din po ng family nitong ating PM Center. Isa na lang pala, sorry Jake, buti you pointed it out. Kapag ganitong minor, by the way guys si Attorney Jake also expert sa family law in Canada. So alam din po
Hindi
niya sa
naman,
mga
but we do
bagay
deal
na
with it, yeah.
yeah, oo. Kapag minor yung anak mo and then nag-i-insist na lumayas ng
Ayun
bahay
nga, oo.
and then might do something not so good when they're out of the house, anong responsibility ng parent patungkol dyan? Can the
So,
government go after you saying, "Oy, pinapabayaan mong anak mo," may ganun ba?
pwede.
Na-curious
Pwede
ako
yan.
bigla.
Pwede kasi nasa poder pa ng magulang yung bata eh. Kung minor pa, talagang ikaw yung may authority, di ba? I mean, yung parent ang may authority. So, possible na meron siyang responsibility doon sa anak na
Oo.
minor. Pero depende. Pagdating kasi ng 16, 17, 18, medyo ano na eh. Iba na rin yung treatment doon. Kasi pag 16, 17, iba na rin yung pag-iisip ng bata yan. Malapit na siya maging adult, 18. Although even at 18, ito mga arbitrary numbers lang ito, no? Kasi yung maturity, di ba? Depende sa tao yun.
Yeah.
May mga 16-year-old na mas mature pa sa 20-year-old, di ba? Mga ganun. So depende. Pero yung bata, tinitingnan natin din na meron na ba siyang yung discernment, alam niya na talaga yung ginagawa niya, then pwedeng, kung alam niya na pwede siyang i-treat as an adult na rin eh. Pero
I see.
case-to-case basis nga. So, kaya rin merong special law or may special treatment sa mga minor de edad kasi ano pa siya eh. Yun nga, maraming pwedeng mangyari doon sa short period na yon na kailangan nating tingnan ng mas malalim pa or mas mabuti.
Yeah.
Kaya iba ang treatment sa ganyang edad, like from 16 to 18, iba ang treatment.
All right. Anyway, na-curious lang naman ako doon, because you mentioned it earlier. Pero sige, we will end this episode here. I hope it helps our email sender as always. Thank you again, Attorney Jake Aguilar. Yung
Salamat din.
email niya po, yung kumagapang dyan sa ibaba. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye-bye for now.